It can be hard for people to get a good night's sleep. Whether you find it difficult to fall asleep, maintain sleep, or wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day ahead of them, there are some steps you can take to ensure that you get a decent amount of rest each night. Some do's and don'ts for better sleep hygiene. As our society has become more and more hectic, the need for sleep has increased. Many adults now have less than 6 hours of sleep on a typical night, despite being told that they need 7 to 8 hours. If you find yourself in this situation, it can be difficult to get enough rest. These 5 simple tips are some tricks that people use to get satisfying shut-eye in a short amount of time. Before knowing more about our sleeping methods, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to never miss our new health plan. 1. Read the label. Research shows that one of the biggest sleep killers is caffeine. From soft drinks and tea to coffee and energy drinks, there are a wide variety of products that contain caffeine, which can keep you awake for hours. Be sure to read the label, as some of these products contain relatively small amounts of caffeine and some don't have any at all. If you are looking for something that contains low amounts of caffeine, less than 100 milligrams, then try drinking a cup or 2 of green tea instead. That's one less thing keeping you up at night. 2. Don't have a case of the nighttime nosies. Snoring is a surefire way to keep your partner awake at night. But even if you sleep alone, snoring can be disruptive to the structure of your sleep cycles. Snoring can be caused by a multitude of factors, including allergies, asthma, sinus and nasal congestion, alcohol consumption before bedtime, and even some medical conditions like enlarged tonsils or adenoids. To help reduce snoring, keep your bedroom cool, around 65 degrees, and follow up with a visit to an ear, nose, and throat doctor as soon as possible if snoring persists after making changes in your sleeping environment. 3. Downshift before bedtime. If you have trouble getting to sleep at night, trying to relax an hour or 2 before bedtime might help. If you are lying in bed with your mind racing, remember a fun day you had, or look forward to the next day. You might be surprised at how quickly your eyes start feeling heavy. 4. Nix the naps. If you find you can't get a good night's sleep during the night because you are having trouble sleeping through the night, consider eliminating daytime naps. As much as we love our afternoon naps and late morning snoozes, they don't always do us good in terms of getting us ready for bedtime. 5. Take it off. Allow yourself to get a good night's sleep by completely removing your clothing from your bedroom. Letting loose the nightgown and tossing the robe aside, it is tempting to fall asleep in those soft, warm clothes that you love to wear during the day. On top of the temptation of the warm clothes, there might be too much stimulation or unnecessary noise that interferes with your sleep and makes you restless instead of helping you relax into a restful sleep. What will happen if you don't get good nights of sleep? If you don't get enough sleep on a regular basis, you will be at risk for developing sleep apnea, a condition in which breathing stops during sleep. This often leads to snoring and the disrupted sleep that many associate with getting less hours of shut-eye. You may also have more health issues than anticipated if you don't get restful sleep. Getting enough rest each night can decrease your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and chronic pain. There are many reasons why people don't get enough hours of sleep. If you aren't getting the deep and restful sleep that your body needs, it's time to make some changes in your life. Don't be one of the people that is constantly tired and finds themselves worrying, "Why am I always so tired?" Sleep is a basic human need, and yet most of us don't get enough. So why do we need sleep? It's all about your body's natural circadian rhythms. Your natural cycles involve your body temperature, hormone levels, and even brain waves changing over the course of 24 hours. On top of this physiological process going on over time, your body experiences physical changes that occur during sleep. During sleep, your body repairs itself so it can function as well as possible when you're awake in the morning. That's why getting a good night's sleep is so important. If you find yourself having trouble falling asleep, it is likely because your body's internal clock has been thrown off. It can be difficult to fall asleep when these natural rhythms are disrupted. How can you tell if you aren't getting enough rest? You have trouble focusing on the task at hand during the day and find yourself yawning every time you open a book or turn on the computer. You might also notice that your moods are unpredictable and somewhat volatile. These are all signs that your body isn't working as well as it could if it had more hours of sleep each night. That's why it's important to assess your sleeping habits and determine if it is time for a change. Our bodies naturally want to sleep during the night, but with our busy lives, it can be difficult to fit enough hours of sleep into each day. If you are having problems getting enough rest, consider adjusting your schedule so that you have more time in bed. There are two basic techniques that can be used to help you get more hours of shut-eye. By using either the method listed below, you will likely notice an improvement in your sleep within a few days. If you usually get home from work at 7 p.m., try changing this schedule and going to bed at 10 p.m. instead. This will allow you to sleep more hours in a day without having to worry about getting to bed at an inconvenient time. Switching down a couple of hours is a great start because getting enough rest is a process that needs to be repeated regularly over time. If you usually get home from work at 9 p.m., try going to bed even earlier and setting the alarm for 8 p.m. instead. Once again, this will allow you more sleep while still giving you the flexibility of being able to go home from work early. Going to bed and getting up at regular times does not necessarily mean that you will be more productive in the workplace. However, making sure that you get plenty of quality shut-eye can be helpful for your overall health and well-being. Poor sleep hygiene is defined as a failure on the part of the individual to put into practice proper habits and practices pertaining to sleeping. These practices include maintaining a regular sleeping and waking schedule, eating late at night, using electronics or tobacco before bed, or eating heavy meals before bedtime. If you are experiencing trouble sleeping or think you might have poor sleep hygiene, there are a variety of things you can do to improve your sleep. From improving your diet to practicing mindfulness, there is no shortage of different techniques that can help you get more hours of shut-eye each night. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned new things about your sleep. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to let us know if this worked for you and how it affected your body. Thanks for watching this video, and if you want more videos on how to boost your metabolism, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.